Hello friends, today we'll discuss the next chapter, a Chinese interlude, of book India Wins Freedom. In this chapter, Maulana Azad recounts his first-hand experience with China, particularly during a crucial phase in India's independence movement and the larger global turmoil of World War II. The chapter offers insight into India's diplomatic and political connections with China during the 1940s, as well as Azad's personal impressions of the country, its people, and their struggle. Azad begins by describing his visit to China as part of an Indian goodwill mission in 1945, which was also meant to foster Asian solidarity and express Indian sympathy with the Chinese in their resistance against Japanese imperialism. At that time, China was suffering the effects of a prolonged war, and the spirit of resistance among the Chinese people impressed Azad deeply. He draws parallels between the Indian freedom struggle and China's fight for survival and sovereignty, highlighting the shared colonial and imperialist challenges faced by both nations. Key point: India's support for China. Azad emphasizes how the Indian National Congress, under his leadership, expressed full sympathy and solidarity with China during its war against Japan. The mission was also a subtle gesture of India asserting its political presence in Asia, signaling that it would play a vital role in post-war geopolitics. Key point: cultural observations and leadership. Azad shares his impressions of Chinese society, culture, and leadership, including his interactions with Chiang Kai-shek and Madame Chiang. He found Madame Chiang particularly articulate and well-informed. However, he also subtly hints at the political instability and growing rift between the Kuomintang and the Communists, predicting future tensions. Key point: lessons for India. Throughout the chapter, Azad reflects on what India could learn from China's resilience, unity in the face of adversity, and its determination to retain sovereignty despite internal conflicts. He underscores that freedom must come through national unity, a principle he believed India must adhere to in its struggle against British rule. Azad also criticizes some Western views on Asian nations, particularly how imperial powers often underestimated the strength and dignity of countries like China and India. He reaffirms his belief that Asian nations would play a decisive role in the new world order after the war. Conclusion. Chapter 4 of India Wins Freedom reveals Maulana Azad's vision of Asian solidarity, diplomacy, and strategic independence. His experiences in China strengthen his belief in India's role not just as a nation seeking freedom, but as a moral and political force in the broader Asian resurgence. The chapter is not just a travelogue, but a reflection on internationalism, anti-imperialism, and the lessons India could draw from fellow Asian struggles.